Hello and welcome to this masterclass, how spring can supercharge and boost your energy and success. So you might want to go and grab something to jot some notes down or any insights that come to you as we progress through this session. I am recording this on the 20th of March, the spring equinox, and I'm also running in the background some cosmic growth frequencies. And this is with the intention that everyone who ends up watching this will receive the energy of today, the energy of spring, and these cosmic growth frequencies for the highest good with your own free will and permission. There will be some slides for the masterclass, which I'm going to get into now. So let's begin. So today you're going to have some takeaways when you reach the end of the masterclass. So number one, you're going to know how to work with Spring's energy for your own personal and business growth. Number two, I'm going to share some practical ways to align your mind, body, and spirit for sustainable success. And three, you will have the opportunity to download a free energy discovery journal that's going to help you beyond this session. And as a little boosty bonus, if you stay right until the end, I'm going to pull a collective card with a message for the soul for the spring for everyone. So please bear with me with technology. I'm not the greatest. So if any things go a bit awry, please forgive me. So who am I? You may have seen a bio wherever you end up watching this masterclass. I'm just going to go into a bit more about who am I and delivering this masterclass for you today. So my name's Sam Youngs, and I'm going to be your guide for this session. And I like to call myself a galactic zebra. Why do I call myself this? So I feel and believe I'm a unique soul whose journey has been shaped by the rare genetic gifts of a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS, and also neurodifferences. There's many more in that, but they're the two I want to highlight as why to the zebra, because the zebra represents both of these conditions. But just like the zebra, striking stripes, I attempt, and we're all work in progress, to embody the beauty of light and dark, being comfortable, which isn't always hard, of being different, standing out, and embracing individuality and not always fitting into conventional norms. So my brain and mouth sometimes don't work at the same speed. And I do stumble across my words. So I've had some extreme life experiences, but they've taught me to honor my body's rhythms, the flow of life and death, and the cosmic energies that guide me. So I'm qualified in different energy and spiritual modalities, and I began this professionally in 2007 with my gateway into energy work was Reiki, which then has developed way beyond that. I realized my mission in life is to master energy. And I also specialize in connecting and reconnecting the heart, brain, and body, your three brains, if you like, and I call that the triple goddess. So that you can be the triple goddess of your own life, work, mission, purpose, whatever you want to call it, with emotional and spiritual healing and well-being, blended in with soul business strategy. My main message is that we all are okay and don't feel guilty about prioritizing our own well-being so that we can create the life and income that we know we're destined for. So as we power into this masterclass and harness the power of this new spring season upon us, I'm going to be diving into how we can align with the season, particularly this vibrant energy of spring, how you can help boost your energy and vitality, and doing it in a way that is going to be successful for your own path. So let's carry on. So spring, its influence on the energy and your business if you have one. So spring is the season of renewal, growth, fresh beginnings. And just as nature moves from dormancy now into action, we can often begin to feel that increase in energy, motivation, and creativity during this time. For those of us, though, who are sensitive and neurodifferent, this burst of energy can be both empowering and overwhelming. On one hand, it's bringing us new ideas, clarity, and inspiration. And then on the other, it can lead to overstimulation, scattered focus, and taking on too much at once. And then we're stepping into that mode of being the overgirl, the overgiver, the overachiever, the overthinker. And it can cause us confusion. So whilst mainstream business advice is often pushing the hustle mindset, you've got to work harder, you've got to work longer, I don't conform to that, and it really works against my own energy. If we can start to work with nature and our own internal nature rather than against it, we can create the energy for sustainable success. Instead of forcing constant output, this time of spring is the time to focus on planting seeds, focusing on ideas and actions that really will help you move forwards. And the free gift that you will have the opportunity to download at the end will really help you explore this a bit deeper for yourself and track daily your energy. So now we're just going to go into a bit about how to work with the spring energy and not have it working against you as such. Now this is a short masterclass, so I can't go into a lot of in-depth detail for each of the sections that are going to come up. But hopefully they can give you an idea of areas that are appropriate to you for you to focus on. So as I said, spring is full of this life force energy. Traditional Chinese medicine call it qi, yogis call it prana, but we all have this life force energy, as does Earth, nature, and the universe. It is a season of rapid expansion, movement, and possibility. But as I've already said, sometimes this surge of energy and this wanting to keep up with everything can sometimes feel overwhelming and rather than empowering. So the spring equinox is all about balance, and this is what this masterclass is going to be bringing to you, the balance of opposites. So if you've ever felt like spring makes you want to do all the things but also leave you overstimulated and exhausted, you're not alone in this. Our brains, neurodifferent brains, sensitive people, the empaths, our brains are naturally wired for deep thinking, creativity, and pattern recognition. But that can also mean we can absorb more, which is a gift, but it's learning how to develop that gift. And more sensory input can lead to more pressure and, of trying to do it all, and more internal chaos when we're trying to keep up with the fast moving energy. So I'd just like to say, just as nature doesn't force every flower to bloom at once, everything has its season, you don't have to do everything at the same time. Growth does happen in phases and seasons. So we want to be working with the spring energy instead of against it. So here's some suggestions. Create yourself a gentle structure. Instead of rushing into new projects, build a simple, flexible plan that honors your natural energy flow. Connect with Mother Nature, her grounding energy. You want to ground before growing. So you could do some nervous system regulation, things like breath work, gentle movement, nature walks. Before you start jumping into action, ground and calm yourself down. This really, really does help your energy flows, pardon me. Choose intentional seeds. Not every idea that you have, and you might be getting loads coming through as downloads, etc. now in dreams. Not every idea needs to be acted on right now. When you get an idea, jot it down. If you like to write or digitally, list all your ideas so you don't try and scramble like, oh, what was that thing? But with each idea, sit with it and ask yourself internally, what opportunity actually feels right for me to move forwards with now? And if you're a generator, human design like me, it might mean that you sit with something and then you'll start getting external signs about, yes, that's the right action. We all have different energies. Some of you might know instantly, yes, I'm going to run with this. It's about finding what's right for you, your own prescription, your own energy audit. You might want to just give yourself space between taking action steps and creating that stronger foundation, because this will prevent burnout later on. Even if you are the fast action taker or you need a bit more time, creating space, prioritizing your well-being is really going to pay you dividends back in the future. So utilize, but we can. So if you're feeling drained and depleted, just because it's spring, it doesn't mean that you're going to be full of energy. We all have our own internal seasons, but we can utilize this beautiful spring energy. I'm sat here now looking out onto my garden. It's beautiful and sunny. The sun is shining. It feels warmer today. The energy just feels so different, and I love it. And you can really harness this if you're feeling drained and out of whack. So what can you do to take advantage of this? Get outside into the sunlight and fresh air. Recharge your batteries, your cells daily wherever possible. This doesn't mean it have to be long, but having regular exposure to sunlight and fresh air and nature, and just being aware of what's going on around you is really beneficial. So in the next slide, I'm going to dive deeper into how we balance your mind, body and spirit during this season of transformation. Is anyone feeling excited? It's spring. I know I am. So we're going to look here firstly at the mind and the brain, understanding your brain and thought patterns in spring. So spring is a mental energy. It's a time of fresh ideas, but also, as I said, it can create this mental clutter. So the neurodifferent brains may be feeling more stimuli, more sensory input, more overwhelm, and it can just be like, what's going on? All these ideas, what do I do with it? And this can lead to decision fatigue and overcommitment, which is, as I said, the opposites of spring, because it is a balancing season, like autumn is. So while we've got all this light energy, it can bring with it the dark shadow energy of repeating thought patterns we may have, repeating cycles, and this can just leave us to overcommitting to things, and also decision fatigue. So we want to, how can we work with this? It's like having gentle, focused strategies, building your self-trust, and making mindful decisions. So spring naturally sparks mental energy. It is connected to the element of air, and it is the power of the mind and intuition. As I say, your mind might be buzzing with ideas, clarity and excitement, and this can feel amazing. It really can. It really, really can. And it can also feed into racing thoughts and difficulty following through. And why is this? Because our brains, and particularly the neurodifferent brains, process more stimuli, making everything feel urgent or exciting. We're chasing a dopamine surge and hit. We're trying to multitask, and then that can lead to fast energy crashes. We may also, as I say, struggle with tasks and start jumping between different options, hunting for that excitement and the dopamine. And this is where the grounding really, really helps. So how can we work with it? How can we work with this? As I said, instead of rigid productivity systems, try intuitive work blocks of body-based time management, working with the energy, not the clock, not the external clock, working with your internal energy and flowing with your natural energy flows through the day, through the weeks and through the months. And the journal that you can download will help you discover what your flows are. Filter out the new ideas when inspiration strikes. As I said previously, am I chasing something here to feel better, or is this actually a really good idea for me now? And as I said, keep a record of all the ideas. Brain dump, just brain dump and sort. Clear out mental clutter. Journaling is amazing. Writing it all down, and then continue to filter out what's right for you now, what's not right for you now. Importantly, it's building that self-trust before seeking that external validation. And as as I've mentioned, as a generator or intuitive person, you may have an idea and decision, think yes is right, and then you will receive external signs from around you, but you're not going out seeking it from other people. Is the difference I want to make here. So check in with yourself. What do you truly want right now? What is actually going to help me grow in this season and not make me just shut down and like, I don't know what to do, and I don't get started, and you just don't get started with anything. I really would like to say that, working with a professional to help change your repeating thoughts and beliefs can really, really help you move forward, spring forward. For myself, I found EFT, gentle release therapy, and quantum field work to be really, really effective for this, for changing limiting beliefs and thoughts that have been keeping me stuck. So we move on to the body now, and navigating spring energy. And I'm going to bring in here the nervous system awareness again. So the spring physical energy is a season of movement. It's a season of transformation. It's a season of expansion and growth. Nature is growing now. It's a season. You can see it all around us, and this is the energy around us. But if we're not careful with our energy management, this can throw our physical energy off whack. And if your nervous system is already not in a calm state, you heard of regulation, you're starting from an uneven keel already. The sensitive body feels more. You can feel sensory shifts. You can feel the overstimulation, and it will cause energy crashes. And also at this time of year, if you are a sensitive person, you also may be having allergies, such as hay fever, causing new problems as nature's burst into life. You've got all this pollen, and again, that's through the year. At the moment, it's like tree pollen. So it can be an amazing time of year, but also a challenge for your physical body to transition into a new season. And if you're sensitive, that doesn't just happen today on the spring equinox. It can take time for you to transition and your body get used to the differences again. And how can we help this? And how can we help the nervous system? Our nervous system is part of our physical body. It's our brain, it's our spinal cord, and it's all the nerves. So how can we work with our body and our nervous system to really give us the best chance of creating sustainable energy, life, business? Again, the breath work, finding a movement that helps you, gentle stretching, things like yoga, Pilates, going for a walk. These are going to help your physical body as well, and working with your energy cycles. So whilst spring is connected to air, it's also deeply physical because everything is connected. The body is responding to longer days, the more daylight, changes in temperature, the increase in sensory input. So don't discount this sensory input, and really tap in for you how that makes your body feel, and allow yourself and your body the time it needs to move into this. Don't have to do everything at once. So while there is sort of this go, go, go energy of spring, it might impact your emotional and physical energy regulations. So always, before you jump into a new idea or task, check in with your body and how it feels. Does it need more grounding? Is it overstimulated? Can I just do a few minutes of breath work? Sync with your natural energy cycles instead of forcing yourself into rigid structure. Schedules are good, but have the flexibility as well. Support your senses with the fresh air, fresh food, all the herbs, the natural herbs of this time of year. It's about cleansing. Spring and autumn are the best times of the year to do gentle cleanses and to support your physical body to be at its best functioning. And in traditional Chinese medicine, the liver is linked with this time of year for spring, which works closely with the kidneys to filter out waste. So gentle cleanse for your body now is also really beneficial in spring. So next we're going to explore how spring can help the spirit part of you. So honouring your intuition and energy, your spirit. And again, I've already mentioned that spring is linked to air. It's also linked to intuition, a season of insights, but also energetic noise. If you're not able to tune out what's right and what isn't for you, as I said, a sensitive, neuro-different person really feels deeply, absorbs everything, and you might be absorbing stuff that's not your own as well. And that's where you might struggle with energy levels and clarity. So your energetic boundaries really matter. And if we don't have energetic boundaries and physical boundaries of all sorts, this can really lead to depletion if you're not aware of what is depleting your energy. So how do we work with this? Intuitive decision making, using daily energy practices, daily spiritual check-ins. Spring is a powerful energetic awakening. It's known, the spring equinox today is known as the festival awakening. Everything is awakening. The season invites that fresh inspiration, the opportunities, and the access to deeper connection and intuition. We want to support and nourish the unseen energetic levels as much as the physical. Everything's connected. We are a whole person, and creating a ripple across your whole person. So always remember to tune into your inner guidance before making any decisions. Practice energetic hygiene, which can be simply doing breathwork exercises, meditations, EFT, cleansing your aura, and the grounding exercises so that you can clear excess energy and imbalances. So prevent overwhelm and burnout. Set the boundaries and embrace rituals. Connecting with nature, daily moments of stillness can really help bring you back when you're just feeling scattered and don't know where to focus. I mean, it's all about the balance, all about the balance. So now I'm going to bring everything together and explore how to integrate these lessons into your daily life. So we're connecting the mind, body, and heart for true growth. Spring is a union of opposites. It's rest and action, intuition and logic, grounding and expansion, night and day, light and dark, life and death. So to help you focus on your health, body, leadership, and brand, for your mind, we want clear, intentional decision making from a place of self-trust. For your body, we want honoring your own natural energy rhythms and harnessing the natural external rhythms of seasons, particularly spring, instead of forcing productivity when it's not right for you to be doing so. Spirit, awakening your intuition and moving forward in alignment. Really be opening to receiving intuitive gut feeling hits. Use with your divination tools, journal. You will receive insights and then filter out what's right now, what isn't. And all in all, the heart is the bridge that connects all, leading to your inner truth and your emotions. Emotional well-being is so important and the key to unlocking you from anything that's keeping you stuck. So it isn't just about stepping into action, about stepping forward. It's about stepping forward with balance and the right connection. Nature teaches us that growth and stillness must coexist, that reaching outward requires strong roots and foundations, and that true alignment happens when we listen to the full wisdom of your being, which is your mind, your body, and most importantly, your heart, spirit, and soul. For me, my spirit, my soul reside in my higher heart. So today, what have you learned today? The takeaways that I said you'd be having. Your brain, your mind, it may be different. It may not be different, but you can embrace new energy ideas while still protecting your focus and decision making. Your body, your gut feelings as well. You can honor your own rhythm, working with energy cycles instead of forcing productivity. Your heart is your spirit. You can listen to your intuition and your emotional truth, moving forward with clarity, not the external pressure, and using the external energies to fuel your own life force energy. Spring is a time of awakening, but awakening must come from inside of you and from the heart. The heart is the connector where logic, intuition, and body wisdom meet. And by tuning into the heart, you can align yourself and make decisions from a place of deep, deep truth for you. As I said, this masterclass wasn't in depth, but I hope it's given you some ideas here. And I'm now going to move on to the 28-day energy journal that you have the opportunity to download. Let's show me a bit more. Hello, hello, hello. So your free gift for today is a 28-day energy discovery journal. And it's for this spring season of growth and powerful growth that can happen. But you need to understand your own energetic needs. And this is where this free journal, discovery journal, can help you do just that. It's over 80 pages, and it's going to help you understand your energy flows, also what you're spending your energy on and what drains it and what boosts it. Your energy is so priceless, you know, be really wise about what you're using it on. So there's 28 check-in pages, daily check-in pages. There's also weekly reflection pages. There's what else is there? Breathing exercise suggestions. There's 30 self-care ideas. There's some inspiring quotes in there. There's also some colouring pages at the end, just let you really help you tune into your energy of joy. And there's note pages as well. So, you know, it's going to give you the daily space to reflect on how your mind, body and heart and connecting, as I said, become your own triple goddess. It's going to allow you to uncover your hidden patterns and what's showing up in the energy when it's at its peak and when you need rest. And until we start logging this and tracking it, there's also a daily energy tracker as well. You know, we don't know, we can just guess. And by writing down and recording, you'll learn more about your energy levels. So I don't want this to just be another to-do list, though. This is about giving yourself permission to honor your own energy. And wherever you're watching this, there'll be a link to access this. So yeah, just look out for the link. But if this journal doesn't interest you, but you may still want to ask me any questions or just connect, find out more about me, you know, use this QR code here, which will send you to my link tree, and you can either connect with me, email me, listen to some free meditations. And I just want to help you get your unique zebra steps moving forward. And if, like me, maybe you'll become a galactic zebra as well. I'm obsessed with space and all things star beings that aren't from space. I've been told before I'm not human. I may be from another planet, but I do love Mother Earth as well. So come to the end of this masterclass. Trying to keep in time because I'm trying to keep it to 30 minutes. I've got a bit over, but I just want to say thank you for spending this time with me and staying until the end. I am going to do that card pull, and you know, just allow yourself to tune into your natural rhythms and really help nature help you be the best version of you, and create a life, you know. And spring is such, it's the start of the astrological new year. It's just a time of new beginnings and planting the intention and goals for the next 12 months. But most importantly, I want you to step into this season, the next 12 months, in a way that feels right for you. Not what the world expects, but what your heart, body, and mind truly need, so that you can become your triple goddess. So, let's do the card pull. Let's do the card pull. Let's take a deep breath. I'm using a deck called the Visions of Your Soul, which is portal cards. So let's take a deep breath, Sam. Soften our shoulders. Soften our shoulders. And let's just be open to receive the message meant for everyone who watches this masterclass. And let's see what Wisdom Spring has for us all. What message? Please give me the message of the highest benefit for everyone who watches this masterclass. What does this spring want to tell us today? Give us some guidance, give us some direction for our hearts, that we can all connect together for our hearts. Please show us. Please go. Okay, we've got two. We've got two. So, okay, what are we going? Oh, brilliant, lovely. Oh, this is really, really interesting. So we've got number 7. I hope you can see that, yeah, which is the crown chakra. So spring is all about, as I said, the ideas and intention. Purple is also linked to spring, a colour. So this is a time to really be connecting in with your crown chakra, clearing your crown chakra, clearing your mind, losing yourself in things that you really enjoy. So yeah, crown chakra, this is the message for you, for us all. And then the second card, which I love, is Journey to the Cosmos of the Soul. Can you see that okay? This is card 18, which adds to 9, which is actually my life path number. And yeah, this is all about new endings and beginnings, which is perfect for spring, just perfect. And Journey to the Cosmos of the Soul. And if you can see here, we've got different points of light coming in to us. So I feel, you know, we've got the earth chakra, we've got the crown chakra, we've got the higher self chakra. So I do feel deeply that if you can find a way to connect to your higher self and connect to your heart and your soul, whether that be using divination tools, meditation, working with a practitioner like myself, you are going to get the answers. And this, the flower of life, seed of life. There's a lot of red in this card as well. So this is, as I say, bringing in the message that it's really important to ground, and the green for the heart energy. So they're the messages, which are both linked to spring perfectly out that whole deck. That was the message. So really, I hope you can take that to heart and really work to develop your intuition and self-trust this spring. Thank you for watching, and please get in touch, as I said, if you have any questions. I hope to see you again. Bye.